Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena 1v1 between Dark Noob and Skogo, and it's Dark Noob in yellow with the Aztecs. Very strong civilization against Skogo Slavs. Also very strong civilization on Arena, and this should be an interesting matchup, I hope at least. Oh, it's not going to be a trash game, and we have seen Dark Noobs a few times. He won a few, he lost a few with the Aztecs, and therefore I picked this Civ matchup because I wanted to see how good Skogo can play the Slavs, a very good civilization with a nice economy bonus and strong army compositions against the arena civilization Aztecs, and I'm really interested to see how Dark Noob is going to approach this, because do you want to go aggressive here like Mr. Yo would do? Yo, as I said before, one of the best players to play Aztecs on Arena, in my opinion. He is playing aggressive like nobody else, I feel at least. Maybe I'm wrong. I would love to see Viper play Aztecs as well. Ooh, and Dark Noob starting with a villager going down here. That's something you don't want to have. The villager ran the wrong direction, I guess, and you need to make sure those villagers are going towards your TC the fastest way possible. It's not a big problem, but it's something... like, it's a psychological factor as well. And the villager again going around on the other side. Not sure what's happening here. This time Dark Noob is catching the will, but you can see the boar also going away. And that's not good wars by Dark Noob. That's something you don't want to have in early age. But let's go for the maps now and see what the players are dealing with or have to deal with. We have 3 deer inside for Dark Noob, who is scouting the map first, as long as the Eagle Scout is stronger. In field age, you don't want to take the fight, obviously. We have the main gold on the edge of the map, very safe in the back. Oh, that's not a big problem, I guess. Second stone safe in the back, and an extra gold here. Dark Noob did not scout the extra gold, but he can see the second stone. He might find the other gold eventually as well. We have the second and third gold forward outside on the right hand side. This is an interesting layout for 2 golds behind that little wood patch. Could be interesting if the game is going to Imperial Age. And we have the main stone forward for Dark Noob as well as the... Wait, no, second stone is safe in the back. This is good for him. One relic on the left-hand side close to the space, another on the right-hand side close to the golds here. And this one, I guess, could be characterized to be in the neutral zone of the map. Do we have any extra resources outside? I guess not. We've seen the extra gold inside Dark Noob space. Let's move over to Skogo, see what he's dealing with. With the second gold safe in the back, which is nice. We have an extra stone and an extra gold in that back pocket here. Skogo can see them, which is good. So the other 2 extra resources that can spawn arena, they are in the back of Skogo's base. Main stone on the side, second stone on the right hand side, outside close to the walls here. So if Dark Noob decided to trash, which he's not doing, thankfully, he could have gone for that stone, but Skogo would still be fine. He could take stone, could defend. Now we do see barracks coming up from Skogo, 4 farms up and running. This one with the graphics bugged, with a big problem. And anything else we need to see? The main gold forward, one already on the left hand side close, one on the right hand side also close, and the third gold on the left hand side is outside but not too far away. Both players are up to field age, stable coming up from Skogo. Misclicked Loom, but no big problem, caught it in time. And Dark Noob going with the castle age 8 seconds later, but yes, technically the same population, same villager number, but he lost one here. And nice little wall up, the market and blacksmith, a few houses. So if he's getting rushed, he should be able to complete this wall up and be safe behind it. 5 villagers on gold means Dark Noob is probably going aggressive. I'm expecting to see at least 1 monastery and a siege workshop, or maybe monastery and barracks possibly. But for barracks he could have started already, and I guess double monastery would also be possible. I think that barracks would be good against the upcoming scouts, and I think Dark Noob should expect the Slavs to go with the scouts here, but maybe it's just going for a boom and say, yeah, I can go for Eagle Warriors, I can take map control later on. Double monastery it is. You can see the scouts now. He's got his Eagle Scout inside, both on the way for both players, and a TC coming up. This is a Boa TC, and I think it should have been moved 1 more tile to the right hand side to get closer to the trees, but maybe Dark Noob wants to fit more farms around and then is saying on the right hand side I can fit 1 farm here, maybe take that tree, something like that. I don't know, doesn't really matter. One production starting for him, and a 30C coming up on the left hand side on the wood line. Yeah, bad luck with the mill, but it's okay. And Skogo on the other side is going for a light cav upgrade. Yeah, light cave is done. Extra TC coming up, or is up on the wood line, and that second gold, another extra TC coming up on the wood line, and that extra stone here. Interesting, but a nice TC spot, and that means both players will have 3 TCs. Monastery is up for Skogo. Skogo has map control with the light cave, and he should be able to grab more relics than Dark Noob, at least, because Dark Noob is just going for the monks. Grabbing one as the eagles got around, but the monk, 55 HP, sanctity, and something else done, and a nice conversion there already. So Skogo needs to run away. Had to give one relic up. The other one on the right hand side was getting picked up by Skogo already. The question now is, how are we going to do against those 55 HP monks? I guess 4 light cav might not be enough here, and Skogo is adding in more light cav. This relic should belong to Dark Noob, or maybe on the right hand side. He should be able to see both of them. Skogo can see them, is running away from the monks here. Dark Noob can only see the relic on the left, so he might be going for that one, and Skogo is allowed to take the relic from the dark, because Dark Noob cannot see it, and that means Skogo has the relic advantage here, which is so important against Aztecs. Now he's trying to catch that monk, and yes, he's going to take down the monk for the light cav. Might be able to snipe another one, but I think that's not enough. 55 HP is a lot, and that one should have gotten suicided instead of converted. Light cav moving back here, both players going for wheelbarrow. Villager numbers, Skogo is ahead by 7. That's huge. I guess Dark Noob did invest more resources into monks than Skogo did invest into food, and with the 15% bonus on the farms, I think it's 15, right? We have a good food income for Skogo already, so was able to afford the light cav from 2 stables now. Interesting. Taking a fight, taking out a lot of monks. Sorry, I didn't catch that. I didn't realize there was the big fight happening, but Dark Noob lost all the monks here, and that is tough to deal with, because it's a lot of gold that you're wasting, and it's a psychological factor to lose to the light cav. We have a siege workshop now coming up inside Skogo's base. He wants to go for the second castle age building to click up to Imperial Age soon. I guess he needs a castle sometime in the future, but he is on stone as well. 5 to 6 villagers here, and Dark Noob clicked up to Imperial Age, both actually clicked up now. Dark Noob is on stone, is going for another barracks now. No, it's the first one actually, sorry for that. And he has a siege workshop in the back here, which doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. He should have put that forward, maybe didn't have villagers around. And the question is, what is he going to do now? Are we going to see Elite Eagle Warriors? But Slavs, you want to go for champions. Are we going to see champions from Dark Noob? And maybe siege archers from both? It's possible. And with the monks behind that, I think that might be a good potential. There might be good trades for the Aztecs player here. We're going to find out soon. What's this plan for Skogo? He is actually going for the standard infantry line. It makes sense. Dark Noob has not been on stone long enough to go for Jaguars, because Jaguars would be so amazing here in that fight. Jaguars and siege archers, and then the Slavs might have a problem. But instead we are going to see crossbowmen. Makes sense against standard infantry, but I imagine Skogo wants to go for Onager as well. Question is, what is first? It's the 200 swordsman first. For Dark Noob, we're going to see monk upgrades, because he went for a few more monks, and we're going to see arbalest, ballistics coming in, bracer done, chemistry maybe soon, monks moving forward, and actually Skogo could have tried to take that fight, because Dark Noob did not start to convert yet, but he decided to go back. He wants to keep those light cav around a little bit longer. Makes sense to me. Castle now coming up to take the 3rd gold. I guess conscription should be on the way, or maybe a trebuchet even. Champion upgrade coming up at 30 minutes. Nice to see, and military numbers looking better for Skogo at the moment. A few stone walls, no, watchtower coming up, stone walls next to that, but I think Dark Noob might be able to see it. He cannot see it yet. He can see it now on the watchtower, and he should be able to stop it. And one light cav is falling fast, and yeah, villager is going back. That watchtower is not going up. Skogo had a good idea, but it was too late. Onager now coming in as expected. Dark Noob did not go for the first attack here for an early strike. Instead, he's gathering more and more army, going for the arbalest, but against Onagers and even potentially siege archers, the arbalists are not really the best options. The thing is, the monks, 12 range, 70 HP now, and redemption, I'm pretty sure is done. They can convert Onagers pretty easily. Thing is, the champions, if they're getting close to the monks fall fast, even though they have 70 HP. On the left hand side, siege workshops coming up, and it's actually not more Onagers, but siege ram upgrade already. And we're still before 35 minutes. 120 villagers, perfect number here for Skogo. Maybe he wants to go for a few more. Doesn't have the wood to We see it all the farms, but it's going to come in eventually. And a trebuchet inside that castle, if you like, Kev still around against the monks. Good amount of champions. He's moving on the left-hand side to approach Dark Noob's base. In the meantime, Dark Noob is obviously going for the right-hand side. The castle and barracks here, going for plate mail armor. What's the unit choice for him? Pikemen? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to see, maybe there's more light cav later on. But look at this. This is beautiful. Skogo is filling up the siege of the champions. That's going to be a devastating attack. Ooh, I love this. He's given the time to actually go for that strategy. One archer out. That means the Arbalest probably need to move back here. And Droshina coming in as well as redemption for Dark Noob. Only now. What the hell? He did not have redemption. Maybe I only saw the onagers now. But the siege rams, nice conversion here. Very good. Siege rams are so fast. One hit on down, and now the champions can actually garrison. They're not doing that yet. The siege room's getting attacked by the pikemen. It's going to take quite some time for 4+5 attack on the pikemen. And there they are, the champions. The first siege room going down, champions moving out. Arbalest should be able to do some good damage against the champions. They're actually falling faster. That's just too many Arbalest. And the champions only getting dropped out one siege room by another. But there's a lot of buildings going down. The 2 relics out of the monastery, trebuchet behind it, and still 5 siege rooms around. Problem is Dark Noob now has 70 military units, or 60, not 70, against only like 40. Elite skirmishers dominate both Canaro, chemistry, plus the furnace, and it was a big attack, but it didn't do as much damage as Skogo might have wanted to see. And there were too many Arbalists around. They were able to go for the champions easily. I think the siege rams should have approached the Arbalest and the monks, and then when you drop out all the champions, you suddenly have a very, very big attacking area, and you can take down units really fast. Instead, now Dark Noob is using one of the trebuchets to take the siege workshops. Onager behind, but there's still monks around, and actually 75 HP on the monks now. Long swordsman on the way. Dark Noob is going with the transitioning into standard infantry. He can afford to do it. Skogo is population capped to 100. Dark Noob in the meantime, is on a decent amount of food and wood. Going for 200 swordsman now. Siege Onager for Skogo. Now the monks are even more important. Pikeman against the elite skirmisher. The Arbalest is still doing a good amount of damage. Now there's Onagers moving forward. Siege Onager upgrade done. And one Onager got converted, but now we have the siege Onagers on the field. I think light cav might be an option again for Skogo here. He should add them in, but he needs to, of course, make sure the pikemen are not getting close to them. And the monks are still key in the defense for Dark Noob. Dark Noob in the meantime on the right hand side is going with a few siege workshops, 3 trebuchets, and he's potentially going to attack. You can see the almost kissing outpost here. And Skogo is still taking gold, which is amazing to see from the 3rd gold as well as from the extra gold. Dark Noob is going for the extra gold now. I guess he found it very recently. And there's the champion upgrade done. Siege firm also. We have very strong army compositions now. A few more military units for Dark Noob. And better siege for Slavs here. Wow, big shots on the champions. But the monks moving forward, too far forward actually. Do we see the conversions? Yeah, that's one siege unit getting converted. Another one maybe. Monks could start, but there's siege rams around as well, and the Arbalists are taking care of the champions that are approaching. Siege workshop will go down, but I think Dark Noob with a better KD here, and he still got those monks to convert siege onagers. He's got another one converted, and looks like Skogo is losing all his siege units. Hussar on the way, scale guarding armor. I think it's a good idea to add here Hussars. If he's getting enough of them, there's not a real army that can deal with those. The champions maybe. Elite skirmishers against champions, you don't want to take that fight, but a siege onager doing a good amount of damage as well. Husbandry coming up, conscription for Dark Noob, and the Arbalest now against elite skirmishers. That's not a fight you want to take, but as long as there's champions around, the Arbalest can do the damage. More siege workshops on the way for Dark Noob. On the right hand side, a lot of villagers taking that last goal that Dark Noob has. No, it's not the last one. Actually, Dark Noob needs to send villagers back here. We could also go for that main stone, which he isn't almost touched, like a little bit, but not a lot. And more outposts on the right hand side coming up. We have elite skirmishers in the middle, chain barding armor on the way, stables, but Skogo is population capped. He's got 138 villagers. That means he cannot go more than 62 army, and Dark Noob is on 76, so maybe Skogo needs to lose a few villagers. He's got a good amount of stables. He's got a very good amount of resources here. Dark Noob, that is, not Skogo. With Dark Noob, a lot of gold. Is he selling? He's selling food. Dark Noob is using the market prices, I guess, and still not down to 14, which is the lowest. Dark Noob also attacking the left hand side. Now there's a few hussars coming out, but still only 60 military units. Trebuchets might go down, the monks trying to convert as many as they can. Yeah, looks like Dark Noob a good run. Now the monks are in the crossfire on the champions, but they're moving next to the arbalest, and those arbalests are doing quite a lot of damage. So actually the arbalest choice from Darknoob was indeed very good. The siege archers not doing a lot as the monks are still around, only 3 of them, but Darknoob has a lot of gold as well. And the question is, can Darknoob go for an attack here for some sort of raiding? And you can see it here, 3 siege trams approaching the walls. Those are normal stone walls, and the castle should not fall because there's champions around. But that's the first attack on Skogo's base, and it looks like the siege archer is doing a little bit of damage. There's 2 monks around, but too far behind, and the arbalists are actually in danger. Now the siege archer is getting converted, getting suicided before it's going down, and there is the big group of hussars that I was hoping for, because the arbalest, even though it's the few pikemen, they are still vulnerable to hussar attacks. The problem is the hussars are approaching the monks first, pikemen getting a lot of shots, and the arbalest still without too much damage here. Darknoob at the same time has champions on the right hand side, but is not finding any real target. As you can see, Skogo has a lot of production buildings, archer ranges here, stables on the left hand side, so Skogo should be able to put out more army resources for him, looking okay. A lot of stone in the bank, but I guess he doesn't want to go for castles, maybe later on to get a good attacking position, or maybe if he needs to defend. For 3 castles, that's what's 1950, so it's missing a little bit of stone for the 3rd castle here. Hussars and champions moving forward though, taking down trebuchets. The arbalists are running back now, and Skogo is taking back map control. No more monks around. Pikeman production from all 3 barracks here, and not so much on the right hand side. Those barracks are all idle. Not a perfect distribution for Darknoob here, but now he's behind his walls, and the arbalest are doing damage. Problem is he needs more monks. There's one monk in the monastery going out now. The siege trams are just too strong to not get converted. I thought a castle was coming up, but it's only a siege workshop. I think a castle might be good here for Skogo. 1 trebuchet hitting those barracks, and Skogo is actually in a very, very good position now. Even though Darknoob has the better KD, but Skogo suddenly 54 against only 56 military units, and that's a lot of pikemen. I think the more valuable army is on Skogo's side. Champion's still around, and he's got those siege archers and siege trams now moving forward. Not enough monks to be able to convert all of them, but there's one very important conversion. Converted one, took another one down. That's the strength of the Aztecs monks, and Slavs don't get heresy, so we're always going to see conversions here. Pike moving for the arbalists still have to move back because there's another onager around, and that castle is getting built by 1 villager, attacked by siege ram. Now it's done 53, 54 HP, but only 800%, but only 800 HP. It looks like Skogo is getting more and more ground. On the right hand side, Darknoob is trying to defend, but still siege trams moving in. Arson on the way, very important upgrade when we go with the champions, and that castle is falling before it gets built. This is a very big loss here. Champions can now move in. The arbalists are doing damage, no siege archers around, so the arbalists have 3 shots on those champions now, but the champions are going for the economy here, and looks like Darknoob is going to lose a few of these villagers. He's on 99 only now. Population still looking good, a lot of resources, but not enough army. His numbers looking better now. He's sending in champions, finally started to produce off the barracks on the right hand side. At least that's my guess. A few siege trams attacking each other, and Skogo is actually still taking a stone, but only with like 1 or 2 villages, and more raiding coming up. Hussars now moving into Darknoob space. Skogo is trying to do as much damage as possible. He's losing military units in the meantime in the process, but Darknoob is also low on gold now, and looks like Skogo has the same amount of gold, not so much food. He's spending more on the hussars, but the resources are looking quite similar, and the matchup is still close, and I don't really see a winner for now. If Darknoob can fix his economy, he will have a military advantage. 106, 107 military units. He needs to attack now, he needs a little damage. Instead, he's losing another siege workshop. The siege ram is not moving forward for Darknoob, and I guess he needs to fix this this hole in his walls. There's still Skogo's units moving in. There is a castle forward, and Darknoob, does he have a castle left? Yes, one on the right hand side is producing a trebuchet here, trying to go for those buildings, but Skogo has so many production buildings. It's very, very strong play by Skogo, and he's still in a very good position here. Hussars, the last of them falling. Now Darknoob should be able to defend his base and not allow any more raiding. Instead, Skogo is concentrating on the right hand side, taking down the siege trams, and he has the faster army. He's more mobile, and the champions for Darknoob technically are stronger, but in big fights Trishina might make a big difference as well, and then it could be quite even. I'm not sure about it. That's a question for Spirit of the Law. There's 2 trebuchets now inside Dark Gnome space, hitting the castle, very important. Only a house coming up next to those 2 stone walls, and the Hussars trying to move in, but they're running into a wall of Arbalest and pikemen really close. That's not a good idea. Siege Engineers coming in for Dark Gnome. He's realizing, oh, I got an upgrade that I need to go for. Now we have Skogo with 2 trebuchets hitting the castle from Dark Gnome, and Skogo seems to have a lot more army around. The Arbalest only coming in from the left hand side. Hussars approaching. The pikemen are out of place. They are staying inside, back in the base, which is not good. Dark Gnome missed them, I guess. On the left hand side, Dark Gnome is trying to go for a little bit of raiding with the pikemen. He's not going to find too many villagers. And we have a castle going down here from Dark Gnome. Skogo successful with 2 trebuchets. Now he's hitting more barracks. Dark Gnome is trying to rebuild those. And it looks like the Hussars are falling, but military numbers are not so good for Dark Gnome either. 62 is okay-ish, but we are on 107 and more. And I guess Skogo, does he have the resources? Oh no, Skogo doesn't have a lot of resources left. Not sure how much he queued up. That's, oh my god, I want to know how many buildings. That's a lot of archer ranges, a lot of barracks. This is just amazing. Siege workshops, that's at least 25 production units, so that's not enough. It's actually more than 30. And I didn't even get all of them. So no surprise that Skogo doesn't have a lot of resources. 130 villagers still. And Dark Gnome has a decent army here now, but Skogo is doing more damage. The KD way better for Dark Gnome. It feels Skogo still somehow has map control. The problem is he needs more units now. He lost too many of them. Actually, Siege Archer to start and cut. Can Dark Gnome see this? Let me switch on to Focus 4. He doesn't even see the entrance to this. No, not really. That tree still standing. Sorry, I didn't want to go for a view log. And Dark Gnome doesn't know about that surprise attack. This will be fun. Let's go for that all visible option. Is it possible? Yes, we can see the Hussars and Siege Archers now. Skogo is taking his time. He's losing buildings in the meantime. He cannot concentrate on the middle here. His army numbers are getting up again, but Dark Gnome obviously has more. And the Hussars and Siege Archers coming in. A lot of pikemen moving forward, a few champions in the mix. Arbalest still behind. There's 2 monks if there is Siege Archers on the field. And there is one of those Siege Archers. I think I can remove the Fog of War because Skogo is quite close. And last Siege Archer shot soon to come in. Can Dark Gnome see this before it's happening? I don't think so. Dark Gnome is concentrating on front. He's taking out buildings using only the pikemen, but they have 4+8 attack, and now the Hussars are in. One Siege Archer, Hussars starting to raid, and Dark Gnome doesn't have a way to go into Skogo space and do the same thing. He's sending the pikemen back quickly, but those Hussars are doing the damage. A lot of idle villagers for Dark Gnome. I mentioned that's more than 40. He has got only 88 villagers left, and he cannot garrison all of them. The Hussars doing a lot of damage. At the same time, Skogo is saying, hey, you're busy inside your base. I am sending my few champions, the Hussars, to go for your army. And Siege Archer doing a good job taking down the champions, but it's fallen to the last one. Hussars now approaching the Arbalest. Still Hussars around. Didn't find the extra gold that Dark Gnome is still taking. And Dark Gnome is only at 63 villagers now. That was a beautiful attack around. Very strong strategic idea for Skogo. And now he's got a good amount of Hussars on the field. Dark Gnome still more army, and I don't see where that is. Champions, a lot of pikemen everywhere. Only a few Arbalists left. I don't see any monks around. Maybe there's still a few. There can't be a lot of them. And of course gold is low. We have 1 hour and 15 minutes in. What a game. Dark Gnome, very good resources. Skogo, pretty decent resources as well actually. Low on gold obviously, but other than that, looking fine. He recovered and his numbers are pretty good as well. He now found that extra gold is still being taken. 600 left at town center. Not getting finished. That's 96%. The pikemen should be able to take care of the Hussars, but they are not patrolling. They're just moving in, and I think the Hussars should survive, at least 1 or 2 of them. And on the left hand side, Hussars also fighting. It's gonna be a trash war now. The one or other champion should be around. Dark Gnome still has gold, but I'm not sure what to spend it on. Probably on Arbalest. There's no elite skirmishes on the field, so Arbalest should be good. And Skogo is sending units everywhere. Look at this, going right and left. Siege trams moving forward. 2 trebuchets waiting to get the chance to attack. More barracks and stables getting built, and it's gonna be more and more and more. And wow, that's amazing. Skogo is putting up so much production. That's almost like from the book, I want to say. Skogo now quite low, but population capped. Darknoob 100 population low on everything, every single unit, and Skogo is saying, hey, I could go heavy scorpions, I have another siege units that would be good against pikemen, champions, and potentially even against arbalists should be decent. And Skogo is attacking, winning more and more fights here. Darknoob cannot rebuild his army, he doesn't have the villagers, he doesn't have the economy. And I think this might be the end. Skogo with that big raid all around, look at this, it's just a beautiful part with the siege archer, was able to take down most of Darknoob's economy. Darknoob is below 100 villagers. I think Skogo is right now taking this game, and I think it's time for Darknoob to call it GG. No way of coming back here if Skogo is playing this correct, and Skogo is population capped on 275 military units. Darknoob is calling it GG. What a matchup. Very, very strong game, almost a classic. Maybe it is between Aztecs and Slavs. This game went to the Slavs against the Skogo. Darknoob could have taken it, I guess, but that raiding, that was really, really painful for him. I hope you enjoyed this game. See you in the next one. GG.